At the beginning of this talk, I posed to myself several questions. How is Canada performed? Whose Canada is being performed? And what does it mean to perform the nation? How do these factors affect the performance of nationalism? And though I do not intend to provide definitive answers to these questions, I hope that I've made some strides towards discovering partial answers. The Canada that's performed at Ste. Marie is based on a government ideal. It's believed in and perpetuated by its citizens, and that is that we are both a peaceful and multicultural nation. The Ste. Marie story is very adaptable and is performed to its audiences through a lens of what Canadians wish to believe about their country. Performing the nation then becomes a performance of multiculturalism and cultural harmony, performing the nation in the present moment rather than in the past, and this performance is always tempered by the concerns of the present day. To quote from Alan Gordon, the interpretation of heritage is open to change, and if authenticity is a negotiable value, then the commitment that may underlie it can also change. The obvious question that all this brings to mind is how important is authenticity to a historic site? How beneficial is it to expose the darker side of the interactions between the French and the Huron? Despite what Alan Gordon's article implies, most of Ste. Marie's employees are aware of how they portray history, and they're eager to do so in a way that balances the French perspective with that of the Huron. If Ste. Marie's goal is to serve as a cultural, heritage, educational, and tourism resource, that end is best accomplished by reflecting what its paying audiences are looking to see, a reflection of the Canada they want to live in and the Canadians they want to be. It is here then that performing the nation becomes the nation, taking the whole of Ste. Marie, its physical setting, the performance of the interpreters, the scripts of information they draw from, the stage managing performed by the administrators, and the constitutive role of the audience as a performance, we can see a microcosm of the Canadian ideal of harmony and cultural cooperation. If heritage is truly nostalgia for the present, then what Canadians seek from a historic site like Ste. Marie is the validation of the nation in the present. For Ste. Marie to showcase the values that it does, while emphasizing the positive aspects of European contact with Ontario's First Nations, it serves to legitimize the things that Canadians attach importance to in the present. It creates a near iconic ideal of what Canada is and who Canadians are, an ideal that becomes more important than actuality because of how it reproduces itself and embeds itself in our consciousness. While some, like Alan Gordon and Jack Granatstein, see this ideal as problematic because it relies on a romanticized notion of the past, I agree with the interpreter who told me that it simply gave Ste. Marie another way to function as a learning device. We can learn just as much from thinking through how we conceptualize the past as we can from what we conceptualize the past to be. While some efforts have been made to distract visitors from some of the more unsavory aspects of the site's history, this is a necessary evil. Without the ability to substantiate what Canadians want to know about their heritage, the site would not be economically viable. A national identity is constituted by an imagined community at Ste. Marie. The imagined community becomes tangible and interactive, and it reflects that community more than an ideal of authenticity.